All righty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the DuePoint office. I'm excited about it. I've spoken to most of you already this evening before we got started, so everybody that's here knows how excited I am about having our doors open again at DuePoint, and we're going to have them open going forwards for every second Tuesday night. So if I'm on, you know it's live in our office, and you can attend and bring your guests if you want. What do you got to do that? info@dewpoint.net or call our client service team on 010-020-4500 and book your seat and book your guest seat. If you don't book, you can't come in, but if you are booked, come and join us. We've got a limit of about 70 seats in our auditorium given the COVID restrictions, so book and come every second Tuesday night when I'm on, and our Super Saturdays. The next one is on the 2nd of October. You can already start booking your seats for that. We want this place as full as we're allowed to have it on that morning, so that we can really get the energy back in the office and the energy back on the streams. If you're watching from around the country, if ever you're up in Joburg, come and visit us. Come and see our offices as the world returns to a little bit of normality. Come and see who we are, how we are, that we're not cardboard cutouts, that there are actual real bricks and mortar. We've been here now for nearly 6 years now. So, really, the bricks have held up, and you can definitely come and see that we're real. But if you guessed this evening, we're going to spend about 30 minutes this evening talking about what and who DuePoint is, why you're watching this presentation this evening. At the end, we're going to do a Q&A. You can ask any questions you want. Just put them in the chat. They'll get WhatsApp to me. I will answer them for you. Just keep asking it. If I'm not answering it, we might have just missed it. But I promise we'll answer all your questions. You guys will be able to ask some questions as well. And then the second half of this evening, we're going to be looking at our rank 9 trips. We've got Patrick and Phume with us here this evening. They are rank 12s. They are one of 2 couples that have been on every single trip at DuePoint. And we've got both those couples here this evening. Well, half of one couple. Donnie, you've been on every trip with us, and Patrick and Phume have been on every trip with us. So we're putting them up on stage. We're going to talk about their journey through the rank 9 trips since 2017 when we did our very first one. And it's going to be worth it. For guests, I know you don't know what a rank 9 and a trip and all of that is, but you will in the next 30 minutes. For that second session, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be quite long. We're going to be looking at 5 trips. So it's going to take us 45 minutes. Settle in, get a drink, go to the bathroom, clear the bladder, and get ready. It's going to be worth it, because at the end of the day, our trips are worth it. And it is what differentiates us from everything else in the market. So stick around for that. And again, at the end of that session, we'll also do a quick Q&A if you've got any questions on that. We'll answer them. So I'm quite excited about this evening because it's different than normal. Normally, it's just an intro and a bit of training. Tonight, we're going to be talking about that fantastic reward that is our rank 9 reward this evening. Now, most people have got their masks on in the room here this evening, which just makes everybody look very sad. I can't wait until we don't have to wear masks and everybody's smiling again, and it'll be great to see everybody's face. But I know that you're all smiling out there, so let's kick off. We're DuePoint. We are a wealth creation company founded now, as I said, about 6 years ago, but we're part of a much bigger insurance company that's been around for 7 decades, listed on the JSE, licensed for life and short-term insurance products. So you are dealing with something that is well established in South Africa. Our task here at DuePoint is to create a recurring, sustainable monthly income for every South African. That is correct. We are not here to do things like selling bits and bobs. We're not here to put you into a position where you're having to do presentations and carrying stuff around in your car and all that. That's not what we do. What we're trying to do is create a proper asset-based recurring income for every South African through our technology and through us as an insurance company. How do we do that? Well, effectively, we ask you to do one thing. We ask you just to connect people to us. Connect those people through our technology. We don't ask you to sell them anything. And this is what people often get stuck on. They come to me and they say, Brandon, get to the point. What are we selling? Well, we're not selling products. We are selling wealth. That is what we do at DuePoint. Your conversation with individuals is you have the economic solution for South Africans. And we believe that quite strongly. We do not see an alternative solution to the South African context. Traditional jobs are dead, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe that what you need is a job, I can tell you right now it's not. They are dying, and they have all but disappeared. It might sound like a bit of a marketing ploy, but it's not. Go and read what is being written out there by the mainline economists, and they will tell you. In fact, there was a great article this week, I think I forwarded it to a bunch of you, that says the government is starting to direct individuals to the direct selling industry in South Africa because they're not going to be able to produce the jobs for them. I mean, a while ago, one of the finance ministers said we're going to produce 100,000 jobs a year for South Africans. That's excellent. The only problem is 600 to 1 million people become unemployed every year. So we're going to solve the problem of 10% of people every year going forward. So do not expect to get a traditional job. We have to come up with something that allows us control again of our income. And that is what DuePoint offers. Because it's not going to make you a salesperson, because it's not going to require you to do presentations, and because you're not going to have to rely on others to build your income, we in the DuePoint system give you the control to create your income. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't happen overnight. I'm sorry. It doesn't happen overnight. This is not a hobby. It is not a side hustle. This is a career choice. You choose to create a different economic future for yourself. That's what you choose to do when you come to DuePoint. When you go to these other things, you're doing that for fun. It's on the side. It's like the party tricks. Here, you're choosing to change your career. You're changing to move into one that you have control over. Remember, at your job, you have no control. You can't choose your incomes. You can't choose your increases. You can't choose your promotions. You can't even choose your holidays. They have to be signed off by someone else. Here you have control, but it means you're going to have to work for it. All we're going to ask you to do is connect people to us. When you do, it allows us as the insurance company to facilitate the purchase of our products throughout all the connections you and your teams make, and that creates the income for you. When those products are paid for on their debit orders every single month, it puts us in a position to create a recurring based income for you. How much can you expect to earn with us? Well, this really is how long is a piece of string? We've had enough time now. We drew these numbers up when we had about 5 years of data. We took a 3-year sample, and we took people who are actually doing something. Plenty of people come through DuePoint and do nothing. That's not because we stopped them or the system stopped them. It's because they just chose not to do anything. It's very unfortunate, but it is the reality of every industry. There's always those that do in the industry and those that don't. But those that do, we looked at what they earned over a 36-month period, and we averaged it. Some do extremely well, some do extremely badly, but are working hard. And we took the average, the middle point. Real data. You want to know how much you can earn? Well, on average, those that have been with us for a year generally have extracted about 200 to 250,000 rands worth of value from us. That is a lot. Any of you going to get a 200,000 rand bonus in in the next 12 months from your jobs? No, that's not what you're going to get. But if you choose to work out on average, that is what you can reasonably expect to achieve. Those that have been with us for about 2 years generally have extracted about 750,000 rands worth of value. Value being income created and our rewards program that we're going to look at in detail this evening. And those that have been with us for 3 years, generally around R1 million worth of income and value that they've created for themselves. Now, that is quite a lot of money. Very few South Africans are going to earn R1 million over the next 3 years. Very few of them. Those that are working very hard, maybe. But here at DuePoint, we give every South African the opportunity to build that if they choose to do the work, if they put the time and the energy in. This is not a speculation business. You're not doing crypto or Forex here where you put money in and hope for an outcome, because that's what it is. Remember, guys, I'm not dissing any of them, but that's what it is. You put money in and you hope the price rises. That's not what we do here. We don't do speculation. This is not sales commission. I love it when people know my commission. You don't get any commission from us. That's not what this is. We are simply asking you to go to people, everybody, whether you do it on Facebook or whether you do it face-to-face or a mixture of those two. We're asking you to go to people and say, "I've got an economic solution for you. Come and watch this." And that's it. There, I've just done your full sales training, ladies and gentlemen. You then click play on your app, on our website, on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, on our podcast. You just push play, and you play it for the individual, and we do the rest of the work for you. That's how difficult DuePoint is. Now, the problem that some people experience is that when people say, "Well, no thanks," and they get very upset about that. What do you mean, no thanks? No, I can't do this business if people are going to say no thanks. I'm going to just tee you up right up front. People are going to say no thanks, starting with your family. They are the best. You're going to go to your family, and you're going to say, "You have got to see this thing I saw tonight." And before you go to bed, they're going to tell you, "It's a pyramid scheme. It never doesn't work. I've tried it." That's what's going to come. Now, they do that because they're your family. You see, your friends don't do that to you. Your family just like when you brought the new car home. Do you remember you brought a new car home and you were so proud of it and you showed it to them and they were like, "You should have got it in green." That was their comment to you because that's what family members do. So you're going to have to grow a thick skin because we didn't say to you, "We need you to go and find people to say yes." That's not what we asked you to do. We asked you to go and find people. That's it. The sentence ended there. The yes and the no is actually my problem. I'm the one that should be feeling insulted because I'm the one that's going to do the presentation to them. If they're saying no to me, they're not saying no to you. So don't take it personally, just go find someone else. We have 60 I think it's about 63 million people now. I saw the number a couple of weeks ago, the latest number, 63 million South Africans. Of them, about 24 million of them should be economically active. In other words, they should be in the labor force. You know how big our labor force is at the moment? Less than 8 million. So we have 63 million people in South Africa. Less than 8 million have jobs. And you're telling me you want a job. I'm afraid there is no job for you. So we have between 8 and 24 million. That's a lot more. Okay, 16 million people to talk to. I guess that at DuePoint we've spoken to about 250,000. That's my guess. So what I'm saying is you've got numbers. You've got the numbers to go to. So go to them. People are like, no, people are not responding to my Facebook ads. Well, put your shoes on and walk down the street. Don't tell me there's nobody out there. There are millions. You've got to go and do something. Don't hide behind Facebook. Don't hide behind Instagram. Don't hide behind WhatsApp. It's going to let you down. Unless you're an expert and you know what you're doing, and we've got a couple in the room that do, it's going to let you down. But what's not going to let you down is if you put your shoes on and get out there. Now, you've got masks. You can talk to people. You don't have to be afraid, oh, COVID. Put a mask on and go and talk to them. Use Zoom. Use WhatsApp video calls. Get in front of them, eye to eye, and get in front of not hundreds, not thousands, tens of thousands. We got to get in front of 64 million people. You need to get in front of tens of thousands of people. And if you're able to do that over time, you've got all the time in the world, ladies and gentlemen. There's no deadlines here. It's not like if you haven't made it by then, we kick you out. Sorry. No, you've got the rest of your life. Get out there and talk to these people. If you do, this kind of thing can be a reality. That is 3 years. Those that have been with us for 5 years, some of them are well over 3-4 million rand now worth of value. In fact, it's going to jump up a whole lot more after December. So, it's in your hands. It's in your hands with us. So how do we pay you? Well, effectively, we pay you for paid products, and that's very important to remember. Some people say, oh, I'm going to get paid for my referrals. No, you don't. You can refer 10,000 people to me. If they don't pay for a product, I don't pay you a single cent because there's no money to come when there's no product payment. All right. But the product's sale is my job. So you connect individuals to us. They have two choices. They can either become an engineer paying, as we've spoken about, 249 Rand a month. If they pay the 249 Rand, you get paid. If they then choose to take a product, or they first choose to take a product, when they pay for their product, you get your money as well. How much do you get? Well, you're going to get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment made. You're going to build a channel with multiple people, growing multiples and multiples. As that channel grows, you earn on every point where you qualify to earn. On the points that count, that's the people that you connect and the people they connect, you're going to get 55 Rand per product payment. Not per individual. Remember, the product includes just being a wealth engineer, okay? Because you've got to pay 249 for that. It includes that. So anybody paying their debit order, you get 55 Rand for every product. Now, our financial services products, we've got a whole host of them. We're going to look at them a little bit later. You can have individuals that will buy 3 products or 2 products. Our average number is 2.16. So I don't know who's buying the 1/8 of a product, but there is an average of 2.16 products per wealth engineer. This means that you get 55 Rand times 2. Times 3, times 4 on a single individual. And because we're always adding products, people take more and more. When we started, there were 2 products. Now I think there's 7. By the end of next year, we're going to be close to 10. That means that when somebody goes, oh, I want this insurance, we'll have it. And they can take it. And they go, okay, got that insurance, but I also want this one. They'll take that, etc., etc. Most people have more than one insurance policy to cover different things: funeral, motor, medical, life. We'll have it. And you get 55 Rand for every single person that you've connected and they've connected that take products, for every product and for every product that they pay. Okay, so it gives you this ability to grow any level of income. We do not limit how big a channel you can have. You can have a channel of any size as long as you're qualified to earn on those points. You can earn on those points payments. Okay. This means that there's no ceiling over your head. Every single one of you, whether you like it or not, has got a ceiling over your head. There's going to come a point where you are limited in how much you can earn. Here, there isn't. There is none. What will limit your earnings is you. And that's what people don't like to hear. Oh, I tried DuePoint, it failed. No, it didn't fail. You failed. You failed. You walked away from the only thing that gave you no limitation. Because that's what it is. There is no limitations, no restrictions. We do not select individuals. You will choose. Throughout the process of building wealth with us, you will choose how much you want to earn, where to stop, how much effort to put in, and how thick a skin you got to build success with us. Alrighty. So, ladies and gentlemen, the second way we then reward you, so that's the first way, that's the fundamental way of creating recurring income for you. But the second way is through our XP Rewards program, and that's really the theme of this evening, so we're going to get into the details of it a bit later. But our XP Rewards program is our training program. It's how we teach you to do this business. It's how we teach you to become wealth engineers. It's where we show you what personal wealth is and how to manage it. It's where we show you what the economy looks like and the environment you're working in. We've had guest speakers in. We've had our own skills and experience laid out for you. You get it all for free. By being part of an engineer, being a wealth engineer with us, it's just all included. It's all included. And what it does is as you complete the training, so what you've got to do is the steps, we lay it out for you. It's a whole program. As you complete that training, we reward you with what's called XP points, experience points. They accumulate, they cannot be lost. And as they accumulate and your channel size grows, we match the two together. And when you meet the two criteria, we rank you up. We're just ranking you up in the training. People somehow think these are like magical titles. Not. It's just your progress through the training program. But as we rank you up, we're going to reward you again. We're going to reward you with cash, lots of cash. The cash starts off a little bit, few people in, you get a little bit of cash, and then it grows. And it grows exponentially until it's very serious cash that you're earning. You can go and see some of the pictures in the cabinet of some of the people that got some big cash out of the rewards program. It's the second way we reward you. So we're rewarding you for building wealth, and we're rewarding you for learning through the process and sticking to the process with us. About a quarter of the way through the current program, and the program will grow as people grow, but a quarter of the way through the current program, we take you away on a 5-star trip, all expenses paid, business class, every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size. That's all it is. You don't re-qualify every year. As long as you maintain your channel size, every year that you do, we take you away. We take you away with your family. And you don't spend a cent. People, I had just the other day, I had somebody call in the client service and say, what do we have to pay for when we go on these trips? I want to know exactly. You know, don't hide anything. You don't pay anything. And the reason they were asking is because they had been at one of the other thingies that are not like us, but nonetheless, they were trying to compare us to them, where they had to pay for things. Just recently, I heard of a trip that's happening in December, one of them, where it's a self-catering trip. A self-catering trip? How do you boast to your friends about that? Seriously, how do you boast to your friends about that? It's a self-catering. What? Still by Eastern Cape there. I mean, those are lovely holidays if you're just a family and you're doing, but when you're wanting to boast about the company that creates wealth for you, you don't want them to take you on a camping trip. But anyway, so the lady called in and she said, what do I have to pay for? And we said nothing. And she could barely believe it because you pay nothing. And I mean, Patrick's tested it before many times, as he's going to explain tonight. We've had another wealth engineer that also came with us who actually very scarily left the wallet behind. Like they were terrified. They're like, I'm doing a test this. I'm going to put my wallet in the drawer, got in the transfer van to the airport and returned having not needed his wallet once. In the Western Cape, this last trip that we did, there were a couple of nights where we couldn't actually pay in advance for the meal, so we gave them cash, and it was way more cash than you needed for that meal. Most of them had their friends over. I was like, what's going on here? They invited their friends over for breakfast afterwards. So like, you are not going to need your wallet. You're not going to need your wallet. It's all expenses paid. And what is the reason for it? It's not so that we can compete with these other things that also have holidays. No, that's not it. Because our holidays are nothing like theirs, as I've said, and as we're going to see later on this evening. The reason it's there is because we need to teach you what wealth is. You see, South Africans don't really know what wealth is. Some of you might say you do, but you don't because you haven't lived it. You haven't lived it. One of the big eye-openers for our rank 9s is what it's like to be on these kinds of trips. I've had wealth engineers that were coming up through the ranks saying, I don't want to go to Mauritius. I've been there before. What would I want to go to Mauritius for? And then afterwards crying, saying, I've never experienced anything like this. That's what wealth feels like and looks like. And a quarter of the way through the program, we need to show you so that you have the energy and the motivation to get through the rest of it. Because it's not easy. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a little, like pills and milkshakes kind of thing. It's not that. This is proper career wealth creation, which means, like your careers, you're going to have to commit to it. You're going to have to build it like you were building your career. The only difference, of course, now is you're in control. But to remind you that it is worth it, we take you on trips that show you wealth. Not holiday, they show you wealth. And that's what we're going to be looking at. This year we run a special because this was our fifth, we were celebrating our 5th birthday. We're actually in our 6th year. We ran our Champions Challenge. We ran one back in 2016, and we were running another one now 5 years later. And the Champions Challenge is there to say, okay, you're not going to get to rank 9 this year because you're brand new, but we'll allow you to come with us just on this one occasion. You can come with on one of our rank 9 trips if you do just 20% of what's required to be a rank 9. Just 20%. Now, we started this quite a while ago. We've only got 6 weeks left in this challenge, so it's unlikely new folk would be able to achieve it, but maybe you can prove me wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong. I'm happy to do it. All we said was do 20% of what you're required to do for a rank 9, and you can come away with us on our rank 9 trip this year. We've got a couple of contenders. I'm very excited. Some of them are super close. We were talking about a few of them before. That really, I feel like they're going to make it. It seems like it's written in the stars already. So very excited to have a couple of them coming with us. And what are we demonstrating really for the rest of you? This is the kind of thing that we do. I know 6 weeks is going to be difficult for you to achieve it, but these are the kind of things we do all the time at Dewpoint. But for those of you who are going for the Champions Challenge, it's heads down for the next 6 weeks. You cannot stop. You cannot let up because you need to achieve it. If you do, you come away with us on our rank 9 trips. My goodness gracious me. That is us in just a few days' time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you saw in there's a couple of hints on where we're going. Hey, there's a couple of hints in there. We've just recently updated the video. You can see a couple of hints of where we're going at the end of this year. And I was just on the Facebook page now. I see that Rob's posted up today another image of the pool, the exact pool of the exact hotel we're going to. So you can go and have a look there as well. We're revealing for those that are coming with us where we're going. And for the rest of you, it's an opportunity for you to realize you can join us sometime in the future. You'll decide how fast you want to get to rank 9. How fast does it take? Well, we've got people who got there in 5 months, and we've got people who got there in 3 years. and everybody in between. So you decide. That's the thing. You're in control. And that's what's difficult for many people to understand. They've gone through these other thingies where, you know, there's like very set progress. And here it's up to you. This is not one of those things. Here is how fast do you want to be CEO. Some people have been CEO in 5 years. Some people have taken 50 years to get CEO. You will choose in this career, in this work that you're going to do with us, how fast you move. You choose. You commit and make the decision, then you can join us. Once you've got about a third of the way through the program at rank 11, you get your own car from us. It's not rented from us. It's not branded. It's not financed through us. We don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car because, again, it's a tool of wealth creation. It's a tool of wealth creation. We believe in what we are doing here, and therefore everything that we have designed into our systems is there to equip you to reach that objective of sustainable lifetime wealth creation with us. And rank 11, you get the car. Now, in our training program, there are 4 holidays and there are 4 cars. We have shown you the 2 worst ones. So we showed you the camping trip and we showed you the cheap car. Okay, but there are 4. Each one is exponentially better. Exponentially better. So you can have a car collection by the time you're done. You don't have to have one. There's very few people with car collections. I have a car collection. At the moment, it just has 1 car in it, but it's my collection, and I'm building from there. Okay. So this is what we start to create, and this is what is available to you. That is how we create wealth for you. We then have this extra boost that we give you in creating wealth from day 1 with us. It allows you to get that cash on the table from month 1. Some people say, I need my job because it's putting food on the table. I go, okay, well, we can put food on the table for you if you're committed to this career change to us. And it's through our Achievers Quest. Our Achievers Quest says, put 10 people in, 20 people in, 30 people in 1 month and have them pay in the same month. And we will boost your earnings by an additional 15, 10, or 5,000 Rand. You can do that as many months as you like. You can do it once you've been here for 10 years with us. It doesn't matter. If you put the 10, the 20, or the 30 in, we boost your returns and your rewards by these amounts. So imagine if you do it for, say, do this one for 6 months. That's 90,000 Rand extra you've made for yourself on top of your returns and your rewards. You do it for a year, it's 180,000 Rand more. You do this one here for a year, it's 60,000 Rand more you've added to your returns and rewards. And I mean, every year we talk about at our Converge conference, people that have done 7 months of the Achievers Quest. 6 months. I think our record is 9 months of it. When you talk about people like that, they have significantly increased their earnings for the year just through our Achievers Quest. The control is in their hands. The unit is theirs. The tool is theirs. They just have to get up and use it. And you have been given these tools this evening. You were given the opportunity to pick it up and start working. How much does it cost? It's going to cost you 249 Rand a month. And how much is it going to cost you? And people are like, oh, I knew it. There's the catch. Folks, if it costs you nothing, it is either a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. Those of you who say, what's a pyramid scheme? Congratulations, you were incorrect, but you were close. Okay? A pyramid scheme and a Ponzi scheme, generally, or they're going to get you in for free. No, it costs you nothing. Just bring people. I need 5 people with 10,000 Rand. Bring them in, you know? No. This is the real deal. You don't make money from nothing. It's 249. For the 249, you get everything I've spoken to you about this evening, as well as a bunch of other things we're going to talk about in the next few minutes. Those bunch of other things are our 24/7 nationwide services. You get them automatically as a product owner at Dewpoint, but you pay for them in your 249 when you become a wealth engineer. What it is a medical, a legal, and a road and home assist service that you get 24 hours nationwide. And in these services, it's a dial, click button in your app, and you've got the people that you need to help you in the South Africa we live in today. If you just have to read the papers to know the kind of place we're living in right now. You are going to need medical assistance. That button gets you onto nurses, doctors, and specialists to help you in any of your medical situations, from general stuff through to emergencies. So if you have a cold and you want some quick advice, you can dial that button and they'll say, no, you don't need to go to the doctor, or you do need to go to the doctor. Head to the pharmacy and ask for this. You know, whatever. It can save you hundreds, maybe thousands of rands a year in medical bills, just simply using them on your day-to-day stuff. Then you've got our legal access. It's lawyers, qualified lawyers, 24 hours a day. They will help you out with whatever's happening in your life. And people say, well, I'm never going to need a lawyer. Only ignorant people make that statement, because they do everything for you. From reviewing contracts. You want to hire a helper into your house. They will give you a template contract. They will review it for you. at no cost to you beyond your 249 Rand a month. You get the lawyers. You want to get married, that's an important contract. You're going to want to read that one, okay? They'll review it for you. They'll give you the temp. We've had individuals that are with us as wealth engineers that have had their rental agreements reviewed by the lawyers before they've signed them. And they had changes, very important changes made to their contracts, which saved them who knows how much for 249 Rand. I mean, Donnie's mentioned to me before, one incident with these individuals and you've paid for 2 years of your 249 Rand because of the cost saving of using these services. Then if you've got a motor vehicle, folks, you can get our road and home assist, which is the full roadside assistance, breakdown, tow away. Road Guardian is included in there. They send out a security guard to stand with you while you're changing your tire or whatever. But then they'll also send somebody to come and change your tire for you too. It's got drive home. If you're out and it's Puza Thursday night and you really shouldn't be driving, they will come and collect you in your car and take you home, deliver you into your bed. All included, as well as the home assist stuff. Broken appliances, glaziers for broken glasses, burst geysers, all of that. They'll come and help you. They pay for the call out and they pay for the first hour of labor. All in your 249 Rand, ladies and gentlemen. You get that plus the entire wealth creation system, plus the XP Rewards training program. Don't tell me we're expensive, because we're not. Do you know what I saw this last week? They were debating, and it turned out to be a bit of fake news, but they were debating about introducing a 249 Rand fee to book your driver's license. Now, I thought to myself, okay, government thinks 249 Rand is so little, they can just slap it on you just booking an appointment. But I have people coming to me at DuePoint saying, I don't have 249 Rand, it's too expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, go out, take your family to McDonald's and get everybody a meal and see how much it adds to. I did it. I took my family. It wasn't actually to a McDonald's. We went to Nando's. It was 294 Rand. And we just got one meal each. Maybe we're picking the wrong thing on the menu. I don't know. But like, it was 4 meals. It was 294 Rand. The one here up on William Nicol Main Road here. And I thought to myself, people tell me they don't have 249 Rand. But this place is booming. Nando's is booming. People are spending their 290 bucks there every single weekend. But once a month, 249 to change their futures. I don't have 200. Don't tell me you don't have 249 Rand. You're just lying. You're just lying. All right, you get all of this for that. So let's add up the proposition for you. First of all, and most importantly, what is the reason we exist? The reason we exist is not to turn you into financial service representatives. That's not. Your task is simply to talk to people about asset-based recurring income. We have got the solution. We've got it for you. Watch this. Listen to this, whatever it might be that you're doing with that individual. We've got the cash quests to put the cash on the table from month one for you. 10, 20, 30 people will give you the cash. Get done. We've got the holidays and the cars like everybody else, except instead of just throwing them out there to try and attract you to them, ours are about showing you and teaching you what wealth is. South Africans don't know what wealth is. So we show you, we teach you through them. Secondly, we've actually delivered on them. We've delivered on them. There's no self-catering holidays. We've delivered every single year, as we're going to be talking about in the second half of this evening. We actually deliver on them because we are real. We're a multi-billion Rand insurance company listed on the stock exchange with NASDAQ group holders. Okay? That means when we say we're going to do something, we actually do it. How often has that happened with all these other things you've been to? I don't know if you've been to them. That's why you're sitting here tonight. Okay? How many of them have you been to that never delivered on what they promised? We've delivered on every one of the promises we've made. How can you tell? Go to our YouTube channel. Go to our Facebook page. Go and see the people taking delivery of their cars. Go and see the holidays. They're all there. They're all there. Go to our photo galleries on our website. Go and see all the people over the years. We've got the 3 free services that you get in your 249. Doctors, nurses, specialists, lawyers, and all the roadside and home assist guys as well. All included in there for you. And then our XP Rewards training program. XP Rewards training program. World-class training as well as all the rewards that goes with it. That's what you get for your 249 Rand. Now, as I said to you, you get your 55 Rand for people that sign up and pay the 249. But we're also an insurance company. And so we give you this option of being able to upgrade to a product or to just take a product from the beginning. You get the chance to do that. We have all of our products listed on the screen at the moment. We're always adding. We're always adding. We didn't want to add too many up front because it just confuses everybody and it gets them, it blurs the picture of what we're trying to achieve, which is wealth creation, not the sale of financial services products, okay? But we have all of the products for you. We have multiple underwriters, major underwriters on our platforms. And as a result, we're able to offer many, many different types of insurance, from tax-free investments. It's 349 Rand a month, 100 Rand is yours. You know, it's your tax-free investment. You can pull it out at any time you like. You've got, also comes with personal accident cover. Wealth got $1 million worth of personal accident cover for 269 Rand. I was actually telling the guys the other day that I was talking to an estate executor, where one of our policy holders was a Wealth Guard policy holder. And she had the policy a couple of years ago. It was 249 Rand about 5 years ago when she had it. And she died from a car accident about 2 years ago. And she left behind just her son, who was about 16 years old at the time. Her husband had passed away earlier. So he was an orphan. And there was nothing in her estate. How many of you have got an estate to leave behind to your children? No, there was nothing. But DuePoint put $1 million into that estate. And now it's 2-3 years later. I spoke to the executor. The executor says that paid for the finalization of that kid's private school, paid for his school fees, because it went into a trust naturally. He was only 16. Paid for that. It's paid for his entire university college. He's now in first or second year university, studying to be an engineer. It will pay for the rest of his college, and it will easily have cash left for him when he comes out to become, to do whatever he wants to do one day. And you know how much his mother paid for that? 249 Rand for about a year. So call it 3,000 Rand. And her son got $1 million when she passed away. I mean, I don't have the money. It's too expensive. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. So there's not much I can do about that. We've got funeral cover, if you want. All the funeral covers. 20, 30, 40, 50,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. 5 family members, 10 family members, 15 family members. We've got all the funeral covers. So we've got the funeral cover. We've got primary health care. Those of you who cannot afford medical aid, we've got primary health care to get you in and up and running. 549 Rand a month. We've got life insurance. We've got legal indemnity insurance. Those of you who like going to court a lot, we've got 250,000 Rand worth of lawyers, you know. We've got vehicle mechanical warranties, all vehicles, all ages, all mileage. We've got them in there for you. And then, as I said before, you're already paying 249 Rand as a wealth engineer. You know, if you're in the system and you're paying your 249 Rand, how much more are you going to pay to take a product? Because we just swap it out. You know, it's not like you pay your 249 and the product. We swap it out. So if you take, for instance, our access well, that actually doesn't cost you anything more. Why? Let's go back. We said it was 349. So how can it not cost me any more? Because 100 Rand is your tax-free investment. So we take 349 Rand from your bank every month. But 100 Rand, if it's your investment, you can pull it out at any time you like. So effectively, that product is free, although technically it's not. And then Wealth Guard, it's 20 Rand more. You're paying, let's go here. You're paying 249 Rand. It costs 269 Rand. So for 20 Rand more, from 240 to 269, you can get $1 million worth of personal accident cover. And then people call in and go, Brendan said I can get $1 million for 20 Rand. No, for 20 Rand, the plus, do you see the plus sign? For 20 Rand more, you can get $1 million worth of personal accident cover. Just upgrade. So as you build your channel with us, you need 4 or 5 people, you're covering your 249. In fact, I think at 5 people, you've got 265 Rand a month. Then you're getting 265 Rand a month already in from us. That's what we're paying you. You can pay out 269. It costs you 4 Rand a month to be a wealth engineer, and you've got $1 million worth of cover. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you talking to people about DuePoint the right way? Or are you still selling us like one of those pills and milkshakes kind of places? Are you talking to them about the DuePoint the right way? We are not the same as anything else. You've got all of this opportunity. You can get funeral cover for an extra 50 Rand, not for 50 Rand. They call in here, and I want funeral cover for Brendan promised. The promised word I always love. Brendan promised. Please show me in the video where I promised. No, it's plus 50 Rand on the 249. Why? Because it's 299 Rand on our opening funeral cover. Now, you can get bigger and better funeral covers. It's all on the application form. But for effectively 50 Rand more on your 249, 299 a month, you can have funeral cover, and so on and so on and so on. You've got this opportunity. In fact, can I tell you, for Heritage Life, you can pay less than 249 to be a wealth engineer with us. So to actually save you money. If you're a female and you're 28 and single and healthy, it's like 220 Rand for the life insurance product. And when presto, you're in. It's cheaper than the 249. So, but if you're a 60-year-old smoking, fat and ugly, that's going to be 5,000 Rand a month. And so you might want to stick to being a wealth engineer. Okay. All right. So that's risk dependent. If you're risky, you're going to pay. Okay. All right. So it's all in there for you. You can upgrade on our website. If you go to your phone apps, if you're wealth engineers, just click Add Product. Go to the menu, add product, click the product you want. It'll cancel your wealth engineer status and make you a product owner. You have all the same features. All the same features. You've got the wealth creation system. You've got the training. You've got the services, but now you've got the product as well. Okay. Did I explain that thoroughly enough, Phume? Do you think that, like, because I get a lot of complaints that I don't explain that thoroughly enough. Flap it. Okay. Those of you, we know Legal Guard. Where's Legal Guard? Legal Guard down here. Those of you who've got the Legal Guard product. This is an announcement. We're changing the underwriter on it. Not because there's any crisis, just because the tech and the practicality is working better for us this way. It's moving to Constantia Insurance Company, one of our main underwriters, in the next couple of weeks. I've said to you before, expect an email from us. It's going to come. Maybe just check your junk and spam. Sometimes it can do that. And where we're going to have to get your consent to move it. There is no change. No change to your price, no change to your benefits, no change to your terms and conditions, no change to anything. All that's happening is the one insurer is giving it to the other insurer to administer. And it's systems and bits and pieces like that around that we're doing it. So if you get that email, please click the consent button so that we can move your policy over. You will feel nothing. You will feel nothing. Nothing will change on your side, but I do need you. That email is going to go out literally in the next couple of days, so just please be aware of it and click the consent button. As I said, number of partners on our platform, so not only us as the insurer, we've got a couple of other major insurers that have also got their products on our DuePoint platform. The biggest one, of course, is sometimes Sanlam, the biggest insurer in Africa, has their products on our platform. So we're not talking, we're not playing games here. We're being pretty serious about it. Workers Life, the biggest trade union underwriter in the country, is also on our platform. So it is decision-making time this evening. You're about to make a career change. Everything you need to know and everything you want to do about DuePoint is either on our website or on our social media platforms. You can find them there. Tonight, to sign up, talk to the person who connected you to us, or go to our website, dewpoint.net, click apply, fill a form out, and you're a wealth engineer. We'll send you all your login details for your phone app. Jump onto any one of the app stores, just about, and download the DuePoint app. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Log in with the credentials we gave you, and you're live. You're ready immediately to start working and building with us at DuePoint. But start with the training, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know what you're doing. You still think we're one of those things. You got it all wrong. Sit down, do the training. You're going to open the app, click Tools. Tools will take you straight to getting started. Just watch all the getting started videos. You can lie in bed and do it tonight. You'll get XP points for the training program for doing it. Yay. All right, because we all want to go on the rank 9 trips. Okay, so get the XP points done, do the training, and you'll know what to do. You'll also know that you only have to sign up 3 people who paid for their products, and you've got to pay for your product, and you're earning. 3 connections, ladies and gentlemen. 3 paid connections, and you are earning with DuePoint. Nothing fancy, nothing too difficult, but what we are going to ask from you is your time, your energy, and your effort. Everything you need about us is online. Everything. We are everywhere. You will find us. Go and see and like and love and subscribe and follow us on all of our platforms. Listen to our podcasts in the car. All the training in the Getting Started section and beyond is on podcasts. You can just listen to it in your car, in the taxi, in any form of transport you use. Stick your earphones in. Listen to the training. You don't have to watch it. It takes a lot less data. We got all the physical things for you as well. Jump into our website, click store, go buy the stuff. Whatever you need, we'll deliver it to the closest postnet to you. You can go and pick it up, and it'll help you. When I talk about the failing Facebook and LinkedIn and all of those programs, and I say put your shoes on and get out there, you're going to want these things. You're going to want to be able to show them. Tangibility of DuePoint. Get them, start using them. USB sticks come with all sorts of intros and all sorts of things on them useful for you, and some nice memorabilia. We're going to look at some of that stuff tonight as well. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's DuePoint. You're looking at a minimum of about 249, unless you're a thin, beautiful 28-year-old female, then we make a special concession for you if you take the Heritage Life. But everybody else, it's a minimum of 249 Rand a month, and you get to start something you control and something that can change your future forever. And so, I put to you again, any questions or concerns you might have, this is your opportunity. We're going to talk about it now before we get into the second session of this evening. I can see that there are no questions already. I did such a good job. I was so thorough in my explanation this evening that there are no questions that are being WhatsApped to me. But if you have, put them on the stream. Put them in the chats tonight, wherever you are. Folks, you on the floor this evening. Was there anything, I know most of you are not necessarily guests, but some of you are new to the office and new to DuePoint. Do you have questions? Did you see something tonight you hadn't seen before and you want to ask me for some more clarity on it? Everybody happy? Do you know what you've got to go and do? What are you going to tell people when you go and connect people to DuePoint? Watch this, exactly. Are you going to tell them about our funeral plans? No. Because you see, on our website, you can have full review videos of our funeral plans. You can see the full policy documents there. Even some of them have summaries. And so people go and read the documents and they watch the training videos and the review videos, and then that's what they want to go and tell people. because they're so excited about how good our products are. Now, our products are good, but let me do the selling, please. I'm better at it than you. You stick to talking to people about the wealth creation system. That's what you're going to talk to them about. All right, no questions from any of you tonight? Come on, Jay, nothing on the stream either. All right, well, like I said to you at the beginning of this evening, we'll do Q&A one more time at the end for a minute or two if you've got any questions. Was that my phone buzzing? Yes, it was. Nothing on the stream. Yes, Chris.
You normally say you can join free now and then get your debit order at the end of the month.
No, I never say that. That's what you guys say, and it's completely incorrect. So Chris is saying that some of the wealth engineers will say, no, you can join for free tonight and set your debit order for later. That's just really bad business practice. Yes, we don't charge you for signing up. There's no sign-up fee for becoming a wealth engineer, but you will have to pay. You will not earn if you don't pay. And so don't set your debit order for 30 days, 60 days when you know you can't pay or don't want to pay or can't pay, because that's not going to help you. It's going to result in a bounced debit order, which is a fee, a bank fee on your bank account. It's not going to help you. If you're serious, sign up. If you're not serious, don't sign up. This is not a charity business. We're not like begging you to sign up. We're looking for people who want to change their lives. We're looking for people that are ready to commit to a career of building wealth that they control with us. So definitely, if you sign up tonight, stick the debit order tomorrow. Pay tomorrow. If you're serious, pay tomorrow. Yeah, we give you debit order dates and all that, but if you're serious, get your debit order in tomorrow. Prove to us that you're serious, get paid, then you start building. 3 more payments from 3 different people, and you're earning. 5 people, and you'll earn more this month than you paid. Your 249 will have come off, but we'll put 265 in. So you'll have made a profit. That's exactly right. And you get the 1,000 Rand bonus. That's absolutely right. So you're already $1,000 plus up in your first month if you can get 5 in and paid. So really, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, there's a good point that you brought up, Chris, because people do make that mistake. Alrighty, I still don't have any questions, so I'm assuming you're ready and excited for the next session. Bear with us for 1 minute as we move some chairs around, and then we're going to get into what I think is a very exciting part of this evening. I've been looking forward to it for an entire week to talk about what's happening, and then if there's any more questions, I promise I'll answer them at the end again. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, and let's get started. All right, Patrick, shall we move some things around here quickly? Phume, you are live on that. There we go.
Sir.
All right, Pat, we're going to move these in front here a bit, I think. Let's put that there so that I can sit next to you and see the screen. Okay, jump up there. All right, actually, before I go, ready, steady, go. Let's get some lights out. I want to get some lights out. What have we got happening there? Fiddling with that. I'm going to turn a few lights out for you. We're going to be totally underneath the lights here. And then I'm going to come and squeeze in here. Phume, move this way if you can. Pat, move this way, right up against me here. So we're on the green screen. Yes, because they're going to put our faces in the slides. All righty, we're up and running. So, tonight especially, you guys will know, we've been talking about our road to rank 9. We always do it every year. It's from the 1st of September through to December, because at the beginning of December, usually, we go on our rank 9 trip. Like I said to you before, the rank 9 trip is the first holiday in the list of holidays. There are 4 that are mapped into our training program at the moment. And tonight, we're going to be talking about just the first one. So I want you to conceptualize what the others must look like, because each one is exponentially better than what you're going to see tonight. You've got to imagine where we're taking you with this. The reason being, again, we want to train wealth engineers in understanding what wealth is. And that's what we're going to do. Now, the best way to do that is to talk from experience. And as I said, Patrick and Phume and Donnie are the only 2 wealth engineers that have been on every single trip we've been on from the beginning. They were there on day 1 when we started and had the privilege of being able to build from the beginning, so they've been able to go on every trip. And so I'm welcoming Patrick and Phume this evening, rank 12s with us, so they've gone a bit beyond rank 9, and we're going to talk about their experience with us. So for the rest of the expediters, don't feel sad that I didn't put any pictures of you up. We'll do you when we do you. Tonight we're talking about Patrick and Phume's experience with us, because I want you to hear genuinely from real people what it means to have built success with DuePoint. If you've got any doubts, if you're unwilling to put the effort in, I want you to listen to tonight, and I'm sure it's going to change your mind. So this has been our image for 2021. This was a picture my wife took at Lutu's Rock 2 years ago. I just think it's the best picture. As you came through reception, that's what you saw. And it just codifies our rank 9 trip. Like if you were going to codify it, if you were going to put it in a bubble, in a bracket, that's what our rank 9 trips is all about. So we've used that image. But we're going to go all the way back this evening to 2017 when we had our first trip. So we launched the division of DuePoint in 2016. We had to get people to rank 9 first. That was not going to take 5 minutes. So we built up through 2016. And in 2016, we ran what we called back then the Ironman Challenge, but we've changed it to the Champions Challenge now. And so our very first trip was the sample Ironman trip. And Patrick and Phume achieved the objectives of that trip. And Donnie did as well, so he came with us on that trip, as well as a few others. And that was our very first trip. And what it was for us was an opportunity to prove that we were going to deliver on our promises. You see, at that point in time, everybody just hoped we did. We didn't have the testimony. Now you're going to see an evening of testimony of us delivering on our promises. But there we hope. But Patrick and Phume trusted in us. They arrived here on about the 8th of February 2016, and they committed their lives to building with us when we could have been lying. But this was a sample of you're not ranked 9 yet, but you've achieved what you need for Ironman, for this little sample trip. Let's show you what it's going to be like when we start going rank 9 and beyond. So for every single one of our trips, we make a custom itinerary book that you can keep forever. And we're actually building up almost like a shelf of these books so that you can always remember every detail of all the trips. This was the custom book that we had made for this particular trip, which was to the Western Cape at the time. And Phume, there was the itinerary at the time. You and Pat, let me turn you on. Are you turned on? Did you push that button on the right-hand side there till it turns on?
The red one?
It's not the red one. Next to the red one, it says on. Can you see it, Phume?
Oh.
No, you're on. Good. Right. So, tell me, when you remember the Ironman trip back in 2017, our very first one that we did at DuePoint, what was the thing that what stood out for you?
Okay, first, good evening, everyone. What stood out for me on that trip, firstly, is you said it was 4 days, and it felt like a month when we were there.
Yes. And
I remember on the last day, I felt like I need to go home, because we were eating and eating and eating. So yeah, no, the food always stands out on our trips. But then when we got to the airport,
yes,
we went on the business class, a very huge bus. And it was the first time for me to be on a business class. And I doubt that my child knows if there's any economy class anyway, because he started with the business class. And it was so huge, and everyone of the kids were excited, they were playing, and the food was, again, it started there on the business class, because the food was like, oh my God, this is just amazing, you know. I never thought that when we get to Cape Town, I will eat. However, when we got to Cape Town, we went on I think it was lunch on Cavalry.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and oh my word, the food, it was just on this world. Sorry guys, the food. Sorry.
I have to race ahead here.
That is DuePoint. That is actually DuePoint, sorry.
I'm going to race ahead to the food. Yeah, we did. We ate ourselves sick. I think that was where Donnie termed the coin meat babalas, because we wake up in the morning with a headache because you'd eaten, not drunk, you'd eaten too much for the few days before. Absolutely amazing, yeah.
Yes, and on the lunch you're like thinking, I just need, because every time when you go out or you want to see your hotel room. That's all that you want to see. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so super tired. I am so full and I just need to go and rest. Guess what? We took a walk. I remember we took a walk on the garden where we had lunch. And the kids, we also went for horse, where kids were playing with the horse. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a great experience. Yeah. Baby, do you want to?
Yeah, it was crazy. You mic'd up. You just go for it. Go for it.
Let's go back to the airplane.
Yeah.
Where I was sitting with my son for the first time in business class, and when I look back, because there's a guy, there's there at the back, Danny. The way as we enter to the airplane, Danny walks like this because it's too tall.
Yes.
But
yes.
I thought he won't be able to
Touch the chair in front.
touch the chair. I thought maybe if you sit in front of him, you won't feel free because it's very, very tall. After this presentation, when you go out, you'll see him. He's very tall and tough guy. Yes.
And he couldn't touch the seats in front of him.
He couldn't
That's
touch the
right.
seat. It was very, very nice. And my son, he doesn't know about an economy.
Economy class.
Yeah, he only know the business class only.
Yeah. And another thing that stood out with me when we went for, oh God, we did a lot of things. Okay. It's wine testing. When we did our own wine, where's my wine?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I got it for
I
you
actually
here.
did
Yes,
it.
Yes.
I don't
Mixing-
even take
mixing of the
mixing
wine?
of wine.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
take an alcohol at all. But we won.
There we go.
I was actually mixing it. Brendan was testing everything. I think you got drunk.
No,
If
I'm
not-
telling you,
okay.
none of
We
us,
didn't.
none of us are drinkers. Like I'm not a drinker.
But
And
you were
Phume was like,
tasting-
"Well, I'm not drinking it, so you have to taste it." And I'll tell you, so you got, you know, when they mix when you're in shape and you're not a drinker, you know how fast you get drunk. I think I was about 3 sips in. I was like, "Phume, I can't anymore. You need to find someone else."
But who's gonna taste this? You better taste it, Brendan. Because I couldn't taste it.
But the connoisseurs there, the guys in charge, tasted the wines, and Pat and Phume won with their mix, and they never even tasted it. To this day, they don't know what their wine tastes like. But they did win.
Why we won? Because the other guys, Rob and other guys,
Spa.
and Spa.
Yeah.
I thought Spa, you don't drink.
Yes.
Because he used to act like he don't drink. But he was like going like this. You can just see.
Oh no,
It's gone.
on the wine.
It's
You're giving a
finished.
bad impression to everyone about
Yes.
these rank 9 trips.
So that's why we won. This is our wine, but it stays in our
In the cabinet,
in
yeah.
the cabinet here.
Yes, it
but
is.
it's
to
our wine.
remember.
So if you want to taste the best wine
It's
in
a good-
South Africa,
it's a good year,
try mine.
2017
It's
was a good
Phume's
year.
Rose. Because I
It's a
did
good
it.
year. Lovely.
Yeah, that was a great experience. And we also went for chocolate testing.
Yes, I
And-
got the picture of that over here.
Yes.
We're going to run forward a bit. There it is over there.
Yes, we went for
to the-
chocolate testing. We tested all the chocolate from dark chocolate to white chocolate. Yeah, it was very nice. I think the kids, I doubt that they tested. We're just eating and eating and eating the chocolates. And you know what's nice about these trips is, if I remember clearly, is we forget about the kids when we're there.
That's right. So get on with it, yeah.
Because they always have their own activities. We all have our own activities. And another one that we had on Cape Town, Cape Town was amazing, eh? And we went to where Mandela
Yes,
walk
yep.
when you came back from prison. The
Yep.
first, yeah.
There we go.
Yes, we went there. And we went there on the bike ride. I don't know how to ride a bike. And I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this then? Because I don't know how to do this, but Daniel obviously can do it. But you know, the way they plan these trips, it's so amazing because they accommodate everyone. You know, you won't feel that you can't do anything. You know, you always feel part of that. You know, Louis is very good, the guys that organize for our trips. So they actually organized the special one where me and my family, we can be together. And I don't know where others were, but Dana, I think you had your own ride. So yeah, that was Cape Town.
So there was
And,
Yummy and Patrick on the bikes.
Okay, I'm going to talk about that one, Brendan. And another thing, guys, I think maybe you can see the same head where I was. Just go back, Brendan, to the where I'm doing like this.
Yes. Well, you can see it there.
The cats.
Oh, there
The
it is
cats.
over there.
Yes.
No, where I was pumping.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
there is me with the same cap.
2017
So,
Ironman Challenge.
2017 Ironman Challenge. We did this, okay, for us, maybe we did it in 3 months, for us, the same Ironman thing. So, if we did it for 3 months, signing 400 people with our team, 450. So what will stop you to sign 200 people with your team? I don't, guys, I don't know, maybe you can catch it. This you can do it easy. Because even this guy, Sparman, the same one I was talking about, that guy there, he also did it maybe in 3 months
Yeah.
to the Ironman. Because rank 9, he did it with 5 months. So that means you can do it. And you always say, when you need help, shout. But people still, Brendan, I just don't know.
Yeah, but again, wearing this cap, this is the only unique cap that we have.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
Iron
The
Man challenge.
the
So
Iron Man
if it
challenge,
get
okay.
lost, guys, you must know that it belongs to Phume, Pat, or Danny.
So that is
the
something we
only-
try to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
because that was, I think that was the first collection.
it was, yeah.
Yeah,
it
so that was the first
So-
collection we had from DuePoint.
Just
Oh,
take
this
yours,
is mine.
please,
Yes,
take
okay.
yours. This is mine.
Yeah, so it's only branded 2017 Ironman Challenge. And yeah, so those are some of the collections that we have. Guys, we couldn't get the truck to bring all the stuff we collected from DuePoint. We had to get whatever we have to show you.
A sample. So
Yeah.
what we try and do in every trip is we try and customize the trip and we make it completely unique. Now that's a big job. Every year we go, and every year there'll be something that you as the rank 9, or in this particular case, the Ironman Challenge qualifiers will get that no other wealth engineer will ever be able to get. And in this particular case, it was our first time, and it was a small challenge we felt, so we got these branded caps.
Yes.
And Patrick and Phume and Donnie are the only people that will ever, and Spamandla will be the only ones who ever have those caps. And the same for every other trip we've ever been on. So it's a little bit like our Converge conferences as well. There's a unique pin for every Converge conference. You only get it if you attend that conference. And you'll see some of them if you look around tonight on there. So you get all of this included for your 249 Rand, am I right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. I don't have enough to.
I don't know the business class, how much is it? Then the Easter weekend where the kids had the Easter egg hunt. It was very nice. You know the way it was organized. Funny that all the kids managed to get the golden egg.
The golden egg. They found it.
All of them, they were like so excited. I don't know how they did it. Anyway, yeah. So everything was properly organized, and we felt that we are away from home. Yeah, the kids. Guys, when if you have kids, do it for them, you know, because when they're there, they don't even feel that you are there anyway. Yeah.
So you can see as well, we were just saying, one of the wonderful things about taking families with us on trips, which is what we always do. If you're a qualifier, you get to come with your family, is that your family get to experience it with you. And that's so different from your normal job. Think about your normal job. In your normal job, do you have your family experiencing your career with you? Generally, they just get to experience your absence. Here, they get to go, wow, you were absent this year because you were building your channel, but now I'm with you, experiencing the reward with you. And it is incredibly powerful for you and your family. We've also been able to see the kids grow up together. So we were looking at
What's
here.
the
Yummy
age?
was 7 years old there.
Yes.
My son is 7. Donnie's kids were early teens. In fact, my kids are now as old as your kids were there. And, you know, and they've grown up through this process. So the moment Rochelle over there turned 18, at 10 minutes past midnight, she became a wealth engineer. She was like, this is what I'm doing. Because she has spent year after year in this business experiencing this, she's like, I will do the work to become a wealth engineer myself.
Like Brendan, other companies, they also travel to overseas. But when they travel, they need to take an Uber to the airport.
That's right, yeah.
When we travel to overseas, the Mercedes-Benz comes to 4 ways. I nearly say my way where I stay, but I won't say it today. Maybe next time I'll tell you. So they come with the Mercedes-Benz. We don't charge the bags, but I felt so bad today.
Yeah.
When I'm coming inside here, I must carry.
You're not used to it, are you?
No, I don't carry bags. I just, in the morning, I open the door, I leave them outside. Those guys, they come with the Mercedes-Benz, they take everything. They call my son Sir. Last time I said to them, no, don't call my son Sir because he's still young.
It's affecting him badly.
Yes.
And then they you know, the suitcases then get delivered all the way effectively to the hotel room. I mean, that's
No.
like
We
really
just
the
put
next
them at the
step.
door. We just get
Yeah.
them at the hotel.
So it's awesome. But for me, again, when we were building Dewpoint, and Rob will back me up on this, I said always every trip we'll have the family with, because we're not one of those things. We're building wealth. We want people to understand it. So the family comes with.
Yes,
and we've
Brendan.
really managed to experience that.
When you say family again, as I've got some other people that are doing other things and everything. I've got a friend that just said, oh, they're going somewhere, blah 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 blah. She's actually going alone. I don't think I can leave my child and go and have fun alone.
Yeah.
You know, so that is another thing about DuePoint, because you can be a wealth engineer as an individual, but when you qualify, they pay for you, your partner, and 2 kids. You know, you can't leave your kids alone. You have fun with your family. In case Brendan forgets about you there, whenever you go, you know you have your family with you and you feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all part of the experience. Okay, so we have to go faster, Phume, than this.
Yeah.
We're going too slowly. So we had, in Easter that year, we had that sample, was the Ironman Challenge, showing everyone we would deliver on our promises. And at the end of our second year, December, about 9 months later, we went on our first proper Rank 9 trip. There was a whole bunch of people that had gone Rank 9 over the first 24 months, and we went off to, starting with the Western Mauritius. It used to be called the Grand Mauritian. This was a hotel that I had been to about 5 years earlier and had been so blown away by it that when we did the Rank 9 trip, I said, no, we've got to take the Rank 9s there. They're absolutely amazing. Again, every trip gets their custom book, an itinerary, and you can see we action-pack these like crazy. If you're going to say one thing about that first 2017 trip, what was the one thing that's...
Oh my word, the under the sea walk. Oh my word. Oh, I can't even believe that one. We actually went under the sea, and when they say we were gonna go, like you remember when we chose the activities and we chose the under the sea walk, I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna breathe there? And I'm like the sharks inside there. I don't know, but I wanted to try it. When everything was so comfortable, when you go under the sea, all the fishes around your face, it was so beautiful, you know. And I remember the guy that was saying that if you feel uncomfortable, you must indicate with the hand, blah, 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 blah. I doubt there's anyone who indicated. We just had to be under the sea until the time, and we just went out. And the kids also went under the sea. Oh my God, it's something that I never thought I would do.
Yeah, it was amazing. And we've used some of that footage. In fact, I took my GoPro with me at the time, and I filmed Phume there. And Phume is actually in a lot of our videos underwater there still. So if you want to see what the undersea water was, it was about 10 meters down. We had a glass and steel helmet over our heads, and it weighed about 15 kilos, so it held the air over your head while you walked around amongst the reefs. It was crazy stuff. They'd only do it in Mauritius and America. They'd never do it. And we discovered a couple of years later, Phume, that you're not really a swimmer, hey? Yeah, I mean, like a
But I
stroke,
did it
like
under
2
the
years
sea.
later, we're sitting on the beach, and Phume's like, I don't really swim. I'm like, what? We had you 10 meters down under the ocean, you're telling me now. So that was great. Patrick, what was your favorite part of that trip?
It was when we go for spa, for the massage. It was, sure.
Yeah.
Guys, please, let's push to these 200 people. Maybe Brendan, you're going to take us. But wherever we go, we always go for massage. But that one, it's, I can't explain.
You were sleeping.
Yes, I end up sleeping. They woke me up. They say, we finish now. And I woke up.
And again,
That's so nice.
there also when we went for the sunset cruise, you know, God, that was so beautiful, you know, when we went for the sunset cruise, the music there, and let me see.
It was
Okay.
lovely. So
Yeah.
here, I was going to put Patrick and Phume's picture up. I put Rudolph and Marsha's up because Patrick and Phume were shopping at the time.
Went to shop.
So I don't have pictures of them yet.
We
So
just
they were
got
out, they were like
excited at
last
the
on the
airport.
plane. And that one there. But we went off to Mauritius again. And then, you know, one of the things that we really specialize in with this thing is really just the welcome, because it has been a long year of hard work for Rank 9s, for all of you that are coming up through the ranks. One of the things we want is that moment that you arrive on those trips, you've got to really know that the experience was worth it from that first moment. So, Pat and Phume, we know that the first night of every trip, we always have our welcome evening where we give you your very unique gifts for each of the trips. So
No, we didn't bring that
there we
one,
go, but
yeah?
we got some
Yeah.
others. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's a whole 2 bags worth
yes.
here of stuff that we give you. All sorts of different things that you get that are completely unique to the event.
And it actually showed you again that what is going to be happening, and because
Yes,
me-
this was for our New Year's
every-
Eve, I think, huh?
This was,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some clothes for New Year's Eve. They got these super
they've clothed
expensive bags.
us. This was so much, you know.
I don't know how many things that we got from whenever we go out. The wardrobe is just full. Caps, I don't know how many caps.
When you get to the hotel room, there's something in
Yes,
your
there's
bed.
something
If it's
in your
not
bed.
chocolates, there's t-shirt, there's towels. No. The first time when we get to Western Turtle Bay, when we got off the bus to the hotel, those people that were standing outside with the towels with lemon and all the wipe our hands. It was so amazing.
Tell them about the Yami's buffet fridge.
Yeah,
Nice.
my God. I remember that was again Westin because they had their own
own
the bar
minibar.
fridge
The
minibar.
minibar, yeah.
Yes, guys, I don't know. Every day they had to make sure that bar fridge is packed because whenever we came back, they just finished the chips, the chocolates, everything, the cold drink. They even come to ours, and again the following day, I'm like, oh God, this kid, they're gonna get sick. I'm telling
They're
you.
going to be confused. Tell them, Bumi. They had their own hotel.
Yes, like the hotel
ki-
room.
my-
Yes,
yeah, my kids, we had
our own
our
hotel
own.
room. Yes.
That means when you go, they don't disturb you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be with your partner.
We forget about them.
We forget about them.
Hi, throughout the year, we are with them. So there it's like we are on our own, Yeah, I think that was like the first exposure of us of what is going to be happening in the entire life with DuePoint in December.
Absolutely, and one of the things that I was absolutely adamant with the guys that were Louis, who does all these trips, as I said, that we need to ensure that everything is included, everything. I don't want people to have to go now. What drink can I buy? What drink can't I buy? What can I use the minibar? Can't I use the minibar? Can I do this? Those, as far as is physically possible. Sometimes it's not physically possible, but then it'd be very exceptional. We try and make it all expenses paid
And that's why-
because that's what it's like to be wealthy. You're not counting the coins because the bar one is 50 Rand instead of 10 Rand. When you're wealthy, you're not looking at that. And that's what we're trying to show you. And really important that you realize that. When you say, is it worth doing the work to get to rank 9? It is, because of this kind of thing that we're doing for you. Yeah.
And Brendan, we went in December.
We went in December, yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
trip is in December.
Yeah, we go.
That is
Yeah.
makes it
Best
so
time of the
special.
year.
Best time of the year. The kids
Yeah.
are off the school. You can go on holiday. Is it Western Turtle Bay? This one.
This is it.
And
Yeah.
my God, I remember the pool as well. The kids were just staying there on the pool, guys.
So we
It was
See the adults there?
the first time.
Adults
It was
there,
the
yeah.
first time in my life to see a swimming pool
That is so huge.
that's so huge, and it's next to the sea. It's a swimming pool, and it's the sea. That's just imagine when you're there. So guys, you cannot miss this trip.
So also, I think that most individuals over the age of about 25 don't generally get in the pool. And if they do, it's because they're teaching their kids to swim or something, and then that's like the last time they get in the pool. But what we did notice on these trips is that the adults basically live in the swimming pools. And it's this very rare thing. They're all getting, it doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter what's happening. Everybody in the pool from like 9 o'clock in the morning. If you want to find them, the kids would be in one corner and the adults would be in the other corner. And it's amazing. This is an example we've given you. I've called it the pools because at every place we've ever been, the pool is just an amazing gathering point for individuals. And the way they design these hotels, of course, the food is right next door and the drinks next door. And in fact, they
just
serve you
press
in
the
the pool.
bell. No, you
Yeah.
just press the bell.
On
They
the,
bring the-
on
the-
the benches there was the
Yes.
bell button, and you just push the bell button, and then they come
And
and
you
they,
can
they
be
give
served
you
on the pool.
They give you the drink, and if you're in the water, they'll give you the drink in the water. It's it's roughing it. You're suffering most of the time. And then again, the food, of
The
course.
food and the
it's
food and the
just- it's
food.
endless. Starting on the trip there, like you're already being punished
On
from
the-
the moment you
on-
get on the plane.
yes.
And it does feel like punishment after a while. You can't anymore. The thing is, you arrive there and you're going, I can't. I've eaten 3 times already today. And then they've put this on, and it's so magnificent, but you can't eat it.
But you know
It's
what's so
great.
funny? You know what's so funny? You must remember that every breakfast we are there,
Yes.
although we slept full,
Yes.
every
Still there
breakfast
at
we are there,
breakfast.
we never missed lunch, we never missed dinner, but we always complaining when we say, oh, no, I'm so full. Today I'm just too full.
Yeah, that's right. I'm skipping lunch. Yes.
No,
But-
you'll never
but
skip
Brendan,
lunch.
I still remember this.
Yeah, then you
Yes.
are. That's you there and there.
Then you,
In
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, guys, it was so nice. I never saw cricket like that. So just all over.
right in the beach.
Yeah, they,
Right in the
they
beach.
probably
Inside.
pulled out all the
Inside
stuff.
inside the
Yeah.
water, you
Yeah.
can see things like that.
Yeah.
Inside
You're
the
cutting
water.
the year in Mauritius. I remember my friends, because we were so excited and I made it live. And my friends were full, like sending me WhatsApp, guys, where are you? Because we're still waiting this side.
We were 2 hours earlier. Yes, that's right. No, it was
Yeah.
awesome. They really pulled
But-
out the stops for us there, and fireworks on the beach. And it became like a precedent. Like, we don't do New Year's every year. We generally go close
Yes.
to the beginning of December, but in every trip we've been on, we've had these kind of monumental moments, and this was definitely one of them. And we wanted, it was our first trip out there, we wanted to really show that we were going to be delivering on what we had. But at the end of the day, it's also meant to be a holiday. It's
Yeah.
also just meant to be a holiday.
I think
for you.
there, where Patrick is having that
Still
kebab,
remember the meat.
it was like, I think that they said that restaurant is from somebody that rugby.
Yes, a
yeah,
South African rugby ex-Springbok
Yes.
owns and runs that restaurant.
in,
yeah.
in Mauritius.
Yeah.
So that was a great experience as well.
It was offsite.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
offsite. We went there, and yeah, guys, you don't have to be scared of water. You know, yeah. And what else? Yeah, great
Yeah.
pictures. We take great
Yeah.
pictures, nice.
Well,
pictures.
listen, 12 months later again, this is the thing we're skipping through quickly. 12 months later, 2018, we were doing it again, Heritage Le Telfair. Now, Heritage Le Telfair as well had been a place I'd been to about 4 years earlier, and I was also absolutely blown away by the quality. And so we returned there for another incredible week. And I see that, there we go, a custom cap only for those that went on that particular hotel and that particular trip. What
we
was
got- we-
your standout moment in Heritage Le Telfair?
Sure. I think in Heritage, which one was it?
This was the Michelin star restaurant. We went to
Oh,
Chateau
yes.
Belle Ombre,
Yes.
which is the only Michelin star
The
restaurant in Mauritius.
food, oh my God. And sorry, guys, again. Food and food and food. The food there, I mean, for us to experience that again, you know, it was just amazing to have something so unique prepared for you, you know, so it was really amazing. The kids again got lost in Mauritius. We found that the last time we saw them, it was at the airport, and then when we went back home. Then that's where you realize we have kids. We came with kids, and
Well, what we can talk about now more is the
There's
rooms.
The
you know,
rooms,
the rooms
yeah.
that we stay in. They're
We
generally
are-
okay.
Oh my God! I think that's where we got the bags when we get into the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
On top of the gift that we always get, we also had our bathroom was so huge and unique. I remember Pet was like, okay, that means I can sit here. I don't need to stand up. You know, the way it was so designed, you know. And yeah, what else? The service, again, you just pressed in and everything. You just click like Dewpoint
up.
app.
There we go. Exactly. Just like the Dewpoint app.
But it's Sandy.
Then we went for
Yes.
the
Like
seven
seven colours.
seven
in
colors
just-
scents. That was also because when we went there, I think we went also for pineapple test.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
it's
and
down
we
there,
also
yeah.
went for you guys who always, if it's not wine, then what is
It's
this?
the rum.
It's a
The
ram,
That's famous
you
in
know.
Mauritius, and the
Yes,
sugars.
I also have it at home. You know, I just keep it there for whoever wants.
So what we do
Whoever
as well
comes.
is it's generally designed to be restful, but we will have
No.
2 or 3 half-day activities that are optional. You can come with if you want. Most people do. You don't need to come with, but we try and hit the main events, not the touristy stuff, the stuff that's a little bit more unique. Most of the guys will attest to this. We're generally the only people there when we do these things. And one of them was going to this very particular rum factory to take a look at that. And then this is that Michelin star restaurant you were talking
Again, the
about
food,
again.
yes.
Their absolutely incredible evening with
And we went
this
to the
crazy
other
food.
island, like that
Yes,
other island
yeah.
where we had our own.
Our own private sort of
Private,
island
yes,
spot
it
there.
is.
They set up the beds and the bean bags, and then there's Patrick with getting a drink from the floating bar that floats
Floating
by.
bar.
Things like that, just
Yeah.
making it completely unique. Not quite the Mauritius most people are used to. But I think at the end of the day as well, I mean, this is now our 3rd trip, but actually only our 2nd year of Rank 9s, and we'd already seen so many locations.
Yes, we've traveled there. I think
We
we.
don't even
Is it?
know how
I'm
many.
not sure whether it was here where we went to the temple as well. Was it this one where we went
The
to the
temple, I don't know if it was this trip or the next trip, I can't remember, but yeah. yeah.
Because we
It was
tried.
2018.
Yeah, yeah, that means it's this one then. Because we went, like, if you are in Mauritius, guys, I know Mauritius. Ask me every corner of Mauritius. We've tried everything, every activities. You know what stand out with the Dewpoint, even if you've been to Mauritius, is the activities that we do there. They're very unique. You know, you get to experience and feel the place where you are. You know, I mean, even the kids, when you like, I remember Ayami was asking me about, I think what was this when we went for the ram, he was asking me like about the seven cents, he can even remember that, you know, which is a good exposure again for the kids. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Yes, Phume taking selfies there. There's lots of those
There's
on the
that.
trip. There's lots of Phume taking selfies.
We love
You'll
them.
see those. A year later, we're doing it again. Delivering
Lutuli's
again.
rock.
And it was on this particular trip where Patrick and Phume were being filmed, and they said, we didn't believe that Brendan was going to take us every year. He said from the beginning he was going to take us every year, but we didn't believe it. And here we are for the third time. And I think so far we've managed to deliver on every promise. And that's really important because we're so used to in South Africa having promises broken. On every front, everywhere, we constantly have promises broken. And one of the things we're trying to do is
Did you
prevent that.
remember what happened in Lutuli's Rock when we lost our luggage? Was it, yeah, it
Yes,
was.
it was.
Yeah,
I think it was this
that's
one,
where.
yeah. You didn't lose it. The airline lost it.
Yeah,
That's happened
the
sometimes.
airline, yes.
Yeah.
But you know, you guys, you know what DuePoint did is they make things so much easier as if nothing happened. I mean, you lost your luggage. They're like, okay, it's airline. But when we got there, like, they took us for shopping for new clothes for the kids. It was just another way to get new clothes. I wish it can happen again, but I'm joking. But the insurance was there to pay everything, nothing to worry about. Everything is covered. I mean, from medical side, I mean, for
We've
all
had
the,
all sorts of medical experiences.
Yes,
we have.
yes.
And so
I
we take-
remember, I think like, there's another one. I think that was the first one where Pamandla had an issue
Dentistry.
with the
That's right.
dentistry covered. You are away from home. You know, if you're doing it on your own, I doubt such things you can be able to do. You will go to Mauritius, but such small things, they make these trips very, very
Don't
unique.
forget, Phume, from 249.
Yes,
From
249
a month, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because when we got there, I
So
think
this was the image we actually used in 2019 for 2019's trip. We didn't, so this is Heritage Hotel Fair. We'd taken that picture the year before. Then during the course of the year, we'd used this picture. Of course, no one
Went to
knew we were going
Latu's
to
Rock.
Latu's Rock until we revealed it. This was the unique book, obviously, for that. And again, another action-packed at Latu's Rock. Latu's Rock, Shangri-La Latu's Rock being the next level, taking it up to the next level. We'd been at sort of 5-star deluxe. Now we were going to go to almost 6-star level on this trip here.
Sure.
oh my word, guys. This one, what stand out for me, that stood out, was the helicopter ride. Okay.
Island flipping. Island
my
flipping.
God.
Well, look here now. It's business
It
class
was
again, so we're getting a bit
going
bored of this
up
now.
wasn't it?
Huh? We're getting bored of traveling in business class the whole time. You
Yeah,
can see this
no.
lot have just become pros.
No,
They got like equipment now. They're like, no, we're going. I know exactly what I need. They've got their kit. They've probably got an entourage in the back here. It's now totally there. As I said, the next level, we really took it up this time to Latu's Rock. If any of you have been to Mauritius, you'll know this is one of the top ones. Effectively 6-star on the island. The location, the service. They had committed a drinks cart just to Dewpoint.
Jeez.
So it was on the
Any
beach
drink.
every day for 7 days. It was only for Dewpoint people. You walked in, getting all the drinks that you wanted, all laid out, cocktails, all of that right there for you. Absolutely incredible. They set up dinner on the beach just for Dewpoint. Just really, really a special location. One of the long-standing hotels there. And then, you know, as I was chatting with Patrick Phume earlier, the whole idea at the end of the day, not only to teach you about what wealth really looks like, but for you to be rewarded for the work you've done. It's your personal reward. It's not me trying to reward you. We've put it in the system, you know, it's there. It's you going, it is worth doing the work. It's worth making the sacrifices because it's my reward at the end of the day.
That's true. It's actually the reward for
Sorry,
yourself
just
because.
go back,
Sorry.
just one back.
It's
Okay.
actually the sort of. It's
Point
act-
on those chairs.
These chairs,
Yes.
yeah, these ones, or these ones.
These ones.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when you
Yeah.
want to order, you don't need to wake up and put your towel or whatever. On that thing there, you just
Again,
press
there's a bell.
the bell. Then they run and come and ask, then they come and take your order.
As I said, the suffering is pretty intense while you're in this place. But they do it. We always do a sunset cruise if we're in Mauritius. If elsewhere we do other ones, but the sunset cruises are just so beautiful.
Brendan, I was saying again when you were still on the reward that it's actually worth it because you know when you go throughout the year, you like you get the rejections, you get the failed debits, you get the no, this is not my thing. Hey, if it's not your thing, I don't
Wonder
know
what
what
is,
is
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
You know,
I wonder what
because if this is not your thing, so this it's worth it. So when you go through that, it's fine. Just push, just get there, and all that. You know, when you reward yourself and you're sitting on those chairs, it's like wow, yeah,
But
yeah.
you'll be shocked, Brendan. There's still people when you talk to them. They say, okay, let me get a job first,
And then I'll come do this.
then
yeah.
come do this.
Oh boy, oh
So it's
boy.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
mind-boggling. That picture
So
we
you get
actually
to
put
relax.
on our Facebook page, so you can actually go and find it there. We put it live up. It was about 2 minutes after Phume was lying there drinking a pina colada, virgin pina colada, over there. Just
And you know, when somebody asks us, well, that guys, but how are you doing it? You know, it's been like 4 or 5 years doing DuePoint, you know. But this is what makes us that for the next year, you are ready again to run again, you know, because you know that come December, I'll forget about all the sufferings, if it's a suffering, though, you know, of the year, but you know that you will have a proper rest.
no, absolutely.
Yeah, was it here again? Oh, God, the food.
So yeah, this was at Latu's Rock, but we were going to talk about all the restaurants. I mean, we do both on-site and off-site restaurants every trip, so
Yeah.
you're not stuck at the hotel and getting the same meal every day. We always go off-site. We showed last time we went to Bel Ombre, which was the Michelin star restaurant there. In the Western Cape last year, we went to Jan. So those of you who know Cape Town will know the Jan restaurant. It's the only Michelin star restaurant in South Africa. We had a connection who got us in there because you can't get in there normally. And so we make sure we go to it. This was my particular favorite evening because we cooked our own food in the middle of the table. There was like a coal grid each,
It
and
was
you
so
all cooked
amazing.
your own food in the
Yes.
middle of the table. It was absolutely amazing. And, of
And it
course,
was the first time I tasted sushi. I
There
didn't know
we-
even how to use the sticks.
That's
Remember you
right,
taught
the
me?
chopsticks, that's right.
Then you learn. You know what's nice about all the restaurants and the evening that we have for dinner? Like we can do anything during the day, but later we come together. You know, as family, you know, we bond, we talk about everything. The kids are sitting that side, the adults are sitting this side. So you get to understand like each other better on these trips, you know, without being formal about it.
Yes,
You know, yeah.
no, it is. It's absolutely awesome.
I can see myself.
Is Patrick having
Oh,
helicopter
no.
lessons there? You can see
Yes,
there.
and I said, no, I said, Patrick, can you focus? We don't here, not here for the lessons, we here to fly high, because that thing was shaking to go up, and Patrick wants to see what is happening. I'm like, oh my word.
Because
So
it was too windy when we were on top. It was too windy, but as we're going up, it was like I don't know what car. It was so,
It was so nice.
and you find yourself up.
And we saw the whole of Mauritius there, and just to be on the hill, I think it was the first time I did the helicopter ride.
I think it was.
It was
But
the first time,
You're
yes.
well versed subsequently. But
Yeah,
yes, that was
the
your first
test
time.
of wealth.
And
I'm
you,
like,
you'll see in our highlight video that we play in every intro presentation, you'll see the footage from that helicopter trip. And you saw it tonight of that island. That's the wonderful thing. We never have to put fake internet stock footage on. We show you exactly. That footage you see is exactly what we've done in all these years. So in 2001, I was at Latu's Rock with my girlfriend, and we got engaged on the 4th of December 2001 there, and here we were 18 years later reenacting it. So Louis, the guy who organized these, took the photo for us so that we could show that we had been there. So Latu's Rock had a special place in my heart, and I was very happy to be back there again. Look how young, I had all my hair, it was black. Yeah, now it's all grey and falling out. But anyway, my wife is more beautiful than ever. All right, so a year later, and we're doing it again.
Western
We're doing it again.
Cape.
We've had COVID, we've had the
And
apocalypse.
I was not impressed. Remember when you said you're going to Western
Yes,
Cape? I was
yeah,
not
it's
really
a typical
impressed. Yeah?
response I get from my expediters.
I'm
All
like,
the rank
Cape
nines and above.
Town, we've been there.
You nearly said, Braden must just put someone else in our spot.
Because we
Yeah,
know
it's-
Cape
it's a
Town.
We are not happy to go to Cape Town, guys. Cape Town is just here.
We're like, Cape Town, COVID, what did you do to us?
No, absolutely. And I get that a lot, and then afterwards I get people going, wow, I've never done it like that before. So you can see,
This one.
this one was action-packed.
This one was ranked 14, yeah.
But what was your favorite out of all things? And we did many things on
Cape
that
Town
trip.
was number one.
You liked Cape Town, the best.
Cape Town was number one. Even Mauritius, this was number one.
What stood up with us there in Cape Town is the Bushman's Kloof.
Yeah, okay, now Cape Town is not Bushman's Kloof.
Like,
But Bushman's
When
Kloof
we-
is
the hotel.
Cedarburg,
Yeah,
further
yes,
north.
yes.
Yeah,
Further
absolutely.
north, yes.
Did you enjoy Cape Town, the city itself, or are you meaning this trip was better than Mauritius's trips?
but this one, I don't know.
With,
This one was amazing,
what
Brendan.
Kloof?
Bushman's Kloof.
Bushman Kloof.
Yeah. So Bushman's Kloof is, we don't have 6-star hotels in South Africa, but Bushman's Kloof is effectively a 6-star hotel. It is just incredible. This is absolutely
You know
incredible.
what's nice with Bushman's Kloof, Brendan, is remember that when we went there, it was during COVID time.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, we're going to Cape Town. And COVID.
I think the second wave or
People.
something was building up
When we got
momentum.
there, it felt like it was the only place in the world that is so secluded that does not have COVID.
That's right. I think it only takes 20 people, and we were 20 people, so we were the only
And
people
we
at
had
the
our own
hotel.
pools.
It was only DuePoint.
Everybody gets their own pools, everybody gets their own rooms. They even put flowers in the toilets. You know your 6-star when
Yes.
there's flowers floating in the
Inside
toilets.
floating. Yeah.
So it was really, really proper. It comes with its own airport. Here's its own airport over here. And in order to get there, we had to fly.
We had to fly from the airport and took the
private plane.
private plane to the
Yeah.
place. Remember again, in Cape Town, I lost the luggage.
Yeah.
And Brendan said, don't worry, I think it's time now to change these bags now. He knew that he had this for me
There we
to
go.
change. He's tired of me losing the luggage. And he's like, change the bags now, you know. And yeah, and this is what we got when we got to Cape Town. Guys, this is so heavy. I don't know how we're going to get it to the airport.
When you Google this bag, how much is it?
It was 7,800 or 7,000, yeah, around 7,000
We got two.
Phume and Patrick.
For $249.
For $249. Are you still going to ask your partner to join DuePoint for $249?
So we went there and yeah, we flew to Bushman's Cove.
To the airport,
To the
yes,
airport,
and then
yes.
they drove us just across the road to the Bushman's Club.
Yeah, but it was so scary when we went up again because it was shaky. But then again, on the private
not on
jet
the
again,
private jet.
the food was like again we had
Private jet,
then we had lot of
helicopter
snacks.
was shaking.
Yeah.
The time we were going for lunch.
Yeah, that was a little bit later. Yeah, that was a little bit later. Yeah,
We went
yeah.
with the helicopter.
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh no, you're saying when we were in
We flew
12
from Cape
episodes.
Town.
When we went to Cape Town,
When
yes.
you're coming
Winelands.
when you're coming on same helicopter.
Yeah.
yes.
When we're coming down, everyone was sitting on the restaurant. They start looking to see
And us.
who's this president are coming, and they saw us landing down.
And it was helicopter after helicopter after helicopter. So
It
that
was a
really gets people's
helicopter after
It
attention.
the
was private
helicopter.
jet, helicopter, private jet,
Yes,
helicopter.
it was just amazing there. Cape Town, I think, it stood up because we also went to the 12 Apostles. Oh, no. Before we go there, we went for lunch. That's where you gave us money. And we
Yeah,
were like,
that's right.
oh,
Just-
money.
We couldn't organize the prepayment, so yeah.
Cash.
But one of the things that always stands out for me particularly is the
When we had a-
camaraderie of the whole thing.
Yeah.
With the way we all bond, we get to. It's very special
When we
that
had
way.
for breakfast.
And many of the other rank nines have often said that it just you move into like the family state. You become family with each other. And then we've spoken about it. Rob's spoken about it from 2016. He said the thing about this business is community. What we're going to build with DuePoint is community. It's a new kind of community. It's a community that supports each other, where everyone is rewarded, where everyone wins. If you think about your traditional work environment, you're standing on others to win. At DuePoint, you're working and being rewarded together in what you're building. And it's not a marketing statement. That is a fact. And we see it here on these trips, this absolute cohesiveness of the group as the group grows year on year.
That's true, Brendan, because on these trips again, like when we eat together and what you're talking about, the community, and you feel that you wish other people can experience what you're experiencing. And when we are there, we normally discuss who can I help so that they can come and experience what we are experiencing. You know, we work with ideas to help everyone, like everyone that is there. We come with ideas how we can pull everyone to come on these trips.
Absolutely. And what I said earlier as well with you, Phume, was how we've really just got to see the world together. So we've been to Mauritius a few times. We've been to the Western Cape. We're going to a new country and a new location this year. We've really just got to see a whole lot of things you wouldn't ordinarily get to see as individuals. So it's just something that we're getting to do as a community. We're getting to do a group, and it's open to everybody. And I think that's really important for everybody to remember. Any one of you can come with. Any one of you. It's not limited to a select group. The people who've come along have joined us over the course of 5 years. New people just about every year. The seats are available for you. The rooms are available for you. We don't limit it. It's not first come, first serve. It's whoever gets to rank 9. You've just got to put your heads down, and it is worth it. It is worth it. If you do the work, it is worth it. You can see that it's worth it. And this is the worst trip we do in our XP Rewards program.
And Brendan,
It's the worst one.
Again, it's a kind of experience that you experience with DuePoint. It's very, very, very unique because the experience, the exposure, not only you, if you, like I always say that if you're not doing it for yourself, like if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the kids, for those who've got kids. They get to experience and get to be exposed on the places that we never thought that when you grew up we can experience. I mean, I never thought that I can be on the helicopter ride. I never thought that I can go walk under the sea, you know. Like, look at Ayami. Wherever we go, first thing he wants is get to the water. Mommy is so scared of the water. But Yami, whenever we go, he needs to go to the pool. He doesn't care about the food. He doesn't care about anything. And I never took Ayami for any swimming lessons. He learned it from your kids.
You see, this is
Yes.
the terrifying news we found out afterwards, you see. So, but absolutely, that's what it is all about, and that's what we want. So we're going away again in about 90 days' time, just less than 90 days' time. We're going away. We've got a whole new itinerary. We've got a whole new location. It is going to look like that, because that is the beach we're going to be on.
Ooh.
And I like this picture so much, because it shows a whole lot of empty seats waiting for rank 9s, a whole lot of empty seats waiting for people to get to rank 9, to decide that that's what they are and beyond. And the lanterns are sitting there waiting for each one. I think they're very representative of the people out there that haven't even joined DuePoint yet, but that will one day be rank 9, sitting with us at these tables, going on these trips with us, going to the restaurants with us, communing with us. That's what it's going to be. And the choice is really yours, ladies and gentlemen. It's not ours. It's not the system. You can't blame the system. You can't blame anything. It's really you just deciding to do it. Every single one of our rank 9s and above, so rank 12s, rank 11s, rank 10s, every single one of them had a moment where they decided they were going to do it. And it wasn't, I'm going to do it as a hobby. It was, this is what I'm going to do. And everything else slipped down the priority list. That was the point at which suddenly their channels were growing. And they now live a life where they're rewarded with this every single year. And that is just the rank 9 trip.
Guys, let me say something again. The first time we joined DuePoint, 2016, a lot of things Brandon used to tell us, but we didn't used to believe. In 2017, when he gave us the key for the car, then it's where I started to believe Brandon. And just now I heard him, I was sitting here. He said there's 4 cars he's going to give out. I already got the first one. But Brandon, I just want to know, where's my Bentley here?
Where's it in those? Where's it in those?
It's for 4, because now that means 3 cars I'm going to get through DuePoint. Guys, from this 249, if you don't join and do DuePoint, I don't know, because at other companies, you'll join, they will say put money, then you'll never see your money again. And most of them, they will say they can't recruit. Guys, there is no money that can just grow. Some they will tell you, oh, we're going to pay once. Guys, there's no money. You cannot put 249 and fold your arms like this and wait for Brandon to buy you 4 cars. Something, it will never happen, something like that in the life.
Yeah, Brandon, all I can say is, as much as it's 6 weeks that is left, but I think it's still achievable.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and anyone can still qualify for the coming trip. All the help is there. I mean, let's use the tools, everything that is there. But all I can say is the experience that you get on these trips, they are out of the world. They worth each and every sweat that you're going to put in the next 6 weeks. Good luck for everyone.
Thank you very much,
Good
guys.
luck,
I
guys.
appreciate it. Lovely, lovely. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me turn your mic off there, Pat. I'm going to stay seated because that's the camera angle. Have a seat. There we go. You're off. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said to you this evening, the opportunity came across. We wanted to show you. Pat and Phume have been with us on every single one of the trips we've done. We want to show you that it's worth it. Right now, the question really for yourself to ponder this evening is whether what you're doing right now outside of DuePoint is going to get you anything remotely like this. And I think that's what we forget. You see, people go, no, I need a job. Your job is not going to bring you any of this. And this is stuff you can do in 12 to 24 months. You can. You can be a rank 9 in 24 months' time if you put your head down. You can definitely be there in 12 months. Patrick and Phume did it in 12 months. Spamandla did it in 5. Their Ironman challenge, they had to do 450 people in order to come on that Ironman challenge. Both Pat and Phume did it in the allocated time. On the Champions Challenge, you only have to do 200. So you can do it. You've got to decide to do it, and it has to be something you do every single hour of every single day. because anything else you're doing is not going to get you this. This is worth it because it creates this for you. And we have spoken about one reward tonight. One. Rank 9. That's it. We have spoken about none of the other ranks. None of the other rewards that you get along the way. What's stopping you? What's stopping you this evening? All right. So we're going to open it up a little bit for some Q&A now again. If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me or Pat or Phume or any of the other wealth engineers that are here, then, let's ask the questions. I need to move over a little bit, do I? Okay, sit over here. I mustn't lean over too much because then you see the bald spot there. Lynette, you are rank 11. You can't ask questions. You know all the answers. Yeah.
What is the name of the resort?
We're not going to tell you that. Not yet. Not yet. It will be revealed during the month of October. We always do. And so stick around with us and you will get to find out exactly. But you can work it out. That is the exact beach we're going to be on. There's some imagery in the video we played earlier of the exact hotel we're going to. So you can use a little bit of detective work to find out where we're going. But it is another wonderful, wonderful place that we're going to go to. All right, so let me see. Do I have anything online from anybody? I think that we're clear. Let's see here. No, that's fine. Okay, so we're good. If you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, at any time, we have a client service team from Monday to Friday that you can call in working hours, and they'll answer any question that you have. But for the rest of you, I hope that we've been able to show you a little bit more about what we're promising and what we're delivering at DuePoint. And I hope it's driving you. It's driving you to make DuePoint your priority. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
I just want to know that normally you pay the person that builds the business, let's say it's Patrick, but you guys pay for Patrick and the family.
Yep.
What is why DuePoint is doing that? Because a lot of the companies, they'll say, okay, you're the one that put the hard work and we're going to reward you.
But not your family. Okay, so Phume's saying, what's our rationale behind taking families with on these trips? Well, I did mention a little bit in the presentation. For me, I want your entire family to become the motivation behind your hard work, because it's hard work. We don't deny it, and people don't like it. Even our wealth engineers say, Brendan, don't tell them it's hard work. They'll run away. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because it's real and because it will make you, if you choose to, it'll make you unearthly wealthy, you're going to have to work hard. And that means there'll be times when you are going to have to sacrifice time with your family. It's just, if you talk to anybody who's ever been really successful, they had to sacrifice time with their family. And so if we're going to balance that, then when we do reward you on trips like this, your family must come with, because they've paid part of the price for the wealth that you've created. And so we bring you with. Now, as Champions Challenge, we only take you and your wife, but that's because you haven't done what's required to go rank 9. You've done 20%. But if you do go rank 9, we take you and your wife and 2 children, or spouse and 2 children. All righty. Good. Lovely, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. And we'll have presentations tomorrow and Thursday as normal on the Facebook page. And I'll be live every second Tuesday from the office. So book your tickets. Cheers.